Welcome to volume 6 of the Impromptu Card Magic series. Thank you for buying this DVD. You have a collection of great tricks in your hand right now. Grab any deck, borrow any deck, and you can present every routine that you find in the DVD. Enjoy the magic. Let's remove 4 cards. The 4 kings in this case. Okay, 4 kings. Watch. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, I'm going to leave 2 kings here and the other 2 here. So 2 kings here and 2 kings there. I will ask you to pick 1 card each. Okay, but not like this and so on. I just cut the deck. Just remember these 2 cards. The Ace of Hearts and the Ace of Diamonds. Oh, 2 red aces. Incredible. An extra effect. I will place 1 card between these 2 kings and another card between these 2 kings. Okay. I said I picked the 2 red aces, but I could have picked the Ace of Clubs or the 5 of Diamonds, any other card. It doesn't really matter. Watch. I take this kind of sandwich, the card between the 2 kings. On top, I hit it and 2 things will happen. First, this scream as hell because I hit in a very delicate place, and second, the card disappears between the 2 kings. One more time. Watch like this. And the card disappears between the 2 kings. It's not on top. It's not even in the bottom. And actually, it's the 2 cards are face up in the middle of the deck. Guess where I came up with this trick? Where I was when I came up with this trick? Guatemala, beautiful country, beautiful country. You remove the 4 kings, or any 4 of a kind actually, but you need to have the 4 cards in alternated color. Red, black, or black, red, it doesn't really matter. You take a break at the same time below the top 2 cards of the deck with a little finger like this. Show the 4 kings, square them up and steal those 2 cards below. And then you perform the Braui add-on. You have 1, 2, 3, and immediately you drop these 3 cards as 1 on top. You flip over this king and you place the top 2 cards on your left. The king has to be the top card. And then you reverse the order of the next 2 cards, apparently the other 2 kings, so that you have a king on top. In other words, you have an indifferent card and a king on top, indifferent card on the bottom and a king on top, and the other 2 kings are here. Okay? You perform any false cut that you like. I used to like, and I still like very much, the Frank Thompson false cut. You just cut half of the cards in your left hand, half of this card, swing cut on top of the left hand cards, but keep a break. Drop these on the table, and drop these on the table, and drop this, so the 2 kings are still on top. Done at the regular speed, it looks like it. It looks actually that you can do it twice, actually 2 or 3 times. It looks like you are cutting and shuffling the cards. These are the 2 kings. You take a break below the top 4 cards. I usually say to the spectator, I'm not going to ask to take a card like this, so that I can spread several cards, and when I square, I take a break below the top 4. Any method, of course, will do. The thumb count or the pinky count. This is a very, very easy method that I use all the time. You flip over 4 cards, take a break below them, and you spread only the top card forward, to the right in this case, and you have the 2 kings underneath. You show 2 cards. Okay, flip them over, all 4 together, and then you lift this king up, and you can show it because it's normal, it should be there, and you drop apparently 1 card between the 2 kings, but really there is the 2nd king that goes there, and apparently you drop the other card between the other 2 kings, but really it's the other king that goes there, so you're done. You have the 2 selected card, apparently selected card, on top. You take a break below the top 2 cards, and then you perform the Braui reversal with a slight variation. You have a break, you take over the break with the thumb, cut half of the card below the break, flip them over on top, and cut all the cards below the break. And usually you would flip them over and place them on top, but in this case you simply flip them over and place them on the bottom. You want to have the two selected cards reversed in the middle of the deck. Now it's done. You are ready for the climax. Everything is done. The dirty work is done. You drop the sandwich on top of the deck, tap the deck, and you have the two kings. Apparently the selected card disappear between the two kings. Drop these on top, and once again you have the two kings, and you can show some cards from the top. Spread the deck, and you have the two selected cards face up in the middle of it. Why not? It's prediction time.
Okay.
Prediction time, yes, there. I'm part psychic and part telepathic. I'm psychopathic. I'm an expert on ESPN. I take just some cards. Yes, like that. Few cards. Please shuffle those cards in case you think that I know the position of some cards and so on. Okay?
Okay.
Beautiful. Now, you will cut a small amount of cards from the top. You don't want to deal with many cards, a lot of cards, so a small amount, less than enough. And then you count those cards. In this case, there are 5, but you can count as many cards. And then you place them away, maybe in your pocket. Okay. And then you remember, in this case 5, the 5th card from the top of the remaining cards, okay, the remaining piles. But leave that card exactly in the same position, okay? And I repeat, could be any amount of cards. Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to turn around. Please cut a small amount of cards. Count those cards, how many cards you have. Remember the number and put them away.
Okay.
Okay. Now from the remaining of the packet, you remember, look and remember the card that falls on that number. If you have 5 cards, you remember the 5th card. If you have 10 cards, you will remember the 10th card. Leave the card in the same position, if you will.
Okay.
Done?
Done.
Fantastic. Beautiful. I have no idea, of course, the card you have looked at, or not even how many cards you cut at the very beginning. This is still my prediction. I want you to spell something for me. My card is now. By placing one card for each letter from top to bottom. My card is now. Watch. My, M-Y, card. C-A-R-D-S-I-S, now, N-O-W.
Okay.
Here we come. Here is the moment. 13 down. Once again, I have no idea how many cards you cut at the beginning and so on, how many cards are left. 13 down. Please count 13 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold it for a moment. What's the name of your card?
6 of diamonds.
Let's see. Yes, it is the one. Peter Duffy, once again, is responsible for this gem, in my opinion. It will be very difficult for me to explain, although I'm going to try my best. The trick per se is very easy. It works, so you don't really need to understand how it works, so just do it. You remove 24 cards. Peter suggests to use 8 packets of 3 cards each, like 3, 6, or 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't want to count really actually 24 cards, but just remove 24 cards. It's very casual. It doesn't really matter. You write a prediction, 13 down. That will be your prediction. I don't think I need to write while I'm explaining. You have already seen the trick. A spectator cuts a small amount of cards. It doesn't really matter how many, as long as they are less than half. And he counts them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? He looks at the 6th card from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case, he looks at the 6 of diamonds and he leaves the card there. This is the most important thing. Now is the part that is going to be very confusing. If you simply spell the phrase, my card, it's now. My card, it's now. I think it's 11 letters. 13 down, it will be 11 letter and 13 down, 13 cards, and 11 cards is 24. In other words, using a packet of 24 cards, you move 24 cards around. The selected card automatically will be the top card of the packet. You don't need to know how it works, just like that. Of course, by spelling the phrase, my card is now, you move 11 cards, you have 13 cards left to go, which will be your prediction. I don't think I cannot explain it better than this. So, my card, card C-A-R-D, is now, N-O-W, 13. You show the prediction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.